Rumors are swirling about whether the Blue Jays have a chance to sign this offseason's biggest free agent. Now, multiple sources are reporting Shohei Ohtani met with Jays management at the team's spring training complex in Florida. Jays GM Ross Atkins held a media availability yesterday, but had to change it to Zoom at the last minute. The two-time MVP, who pitches and hits at all-star levels, has spent the last 6 seasons with the LA Angels. The Dodgers and Cubs are said to also be in the running. TSN Radio's Matt Cause joins us live with more on the reported talks between the Blue Jays and the free agent superstar. Matt, good to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, absolutely. Good morning. Good to be here.
So, sounds like Ohtani is incredibly wanted by a number of different teams. But, of course, these are all just reports at this point. Nothing for sure. What do you know about the possible talks happening between the Jays and Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, this one is a very unique situation. It's shrouded in secrecy because the representatives for Shohei Ohtani have said if any leaks get out there, they will not sign with that team. Usually, agents are always forcing information, getting leaks out there to try to help their client. This case is totally different. It's why yesterday Ross Atkins was on a Zoom call. He couldn't tell us where he was. He wasn't in Nashville for the baseball meetings. It felt like Where's Waldo, and he was hanging on the beach next to an umbrella. So it's a very unique situation, but also Shohei Ohtani represents the greatest free agent maybe in the history of baseball, a guy still that young, coming off the unanimous MVP, winning that in the American League. We haven't seen anything like this before. And Shohei Ohtani would also represent the greatest free agent to ever appear in Toronto, any of the teams in this city.
Is that why maybe this deal is shrouded in secrecy? Like, what would the tactic or the strategy really be here by keeping things so under wraps?
They don't want to do anything to upset Shohei Ohtani or his representatives, because you're also going up against, as you mentioned, a team like the Cubs have a lot of money, a team like the Dodgers on the West Coast, a lot of money. Also, the Dodgers have done more winning than Toronto. The Blue Jays need to do whatever it takes to please Ohtani and his representatives, that they will be in lockstep with him in the present and in the future. So no one is saying anything about this, because also Shohei changes the math. For a Blue Jays team that was 14th in hitting last year, bringing him and that bat into the lineup makes Bichette a better player, makes Vlad a better player, and gives the Jays a much-needed upgrade after what's been so far a very negative offseason for that organization.
Yeah, and that's where I want to take the conversation next, right, is what does this mean for the team? Because is this something that the Jays really need? Like, could this turn the team around after what we saw last season?
This team is desperate for any sort of PR win. If we go back to the playoff loss against Minnesota, they couldn't hit. This was after an underwhelming regular season. And then they pulled Jose Barrios, and Atkins said, I didn't know what was going on. It's John Schneider. And there was like a hot potato of blame. So the fan base wasn't exactly thrilled with the organization. And it felt like there was a lack of transparency. And it was just a very disappointing end of the season. And then you've had an off season where really not much has happened. But, you know, we're still in the early stages. So by doing this move, it immediately wipes all the negative feelings towards the loss against the Minnesota Twins. And also this gives the Jays offense what they need. They couldn't hit home runs last year. Shohei Ohtani was one of the best at hitting home runs. It is an absolute perfect fit for the Blue Jays. And also considering they're raising ticket prices. And we're hearing stories of season ticket prices going from $15,000 to $36,000 and displaced season ticket holders from 1977. Right now, the Blue Jays are in a bit of a PR nightmare. This changes everything.
Okay, we will have to wait and see what happens here. TSN Radio's Matt Cause joining us live today. Matt, we appreciate your time. Thank you.